Gear Patrol calls their new dive watch the best sub-$500 dive watch. Full stop. Men's Health rated them as the most stylish solar watch in the game. Who are we talking about? It's Movement. They're leveling up your gift giving with the sleekest watches you can buy and the biggest deals of the season. Shop 30 to 50% off Movement's innovative California clean watches, jewelry, and accessories with fast free shipping and returns now at mvmt.com. That's mvmt.com.
Hello, everyone.
We're gonna
Happy
clap.
New Year. Oh.
3.
Oh, you meant the clap. Oh, my God. I've
clap.
literally just sat here clapping like this. I hate myself.
Happy New Year!
It's like, okay.
You thought we were gonna do like a roll into the season with just all three of us clapping.
All right. Anyway.
I love that.
We've lost
3,
our mojo.
2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to season 2 of Potted Together podcast. Happy New Year. I'm Becca, and I'm joined with my co-hosts Adam and Nicole.
Hello.
Yay! We're back.
2021, baby.
2021. That's right. So we just sat and talked for like an hour.
So typical.
Awesome. Very typical, but we were just talking about lots of stuff. But we want to talk about, our holiday season and New Year's. I mean, we're recording this on Friday, January 1st, 2021. It's currently 4:20 for me.
Oh, not for me.
For me too.
The time of day is 4:20, everyone. Your girl is not partaking. Anyway, just to clarify. But let's talk about that, because we also want to talk about in this episode. So let me just give you a breakdown. In this episode, we're going to talk about our intentions for 2021 with plants. You know, our goals, maybe some things we're looking for, stuff like that, just to get ready, get the new year started on the right foot plant-wise. But let's talk about our holiday season first. So who wants to go first? Okay. Why do I feel like I'm a teacher again? Like, no one raising their hand, and I'm just up there like, right. Nicole? Nicole just raised her hand.
I guess I'll go. Okay, sure. So, well, for one, I missed you guys a lot.
Ditto.
I'm so happy that we were recording. Yay.
Yes,
but
me
for
too.
Christmas, I feel like Christmas felt a little... It was just a little strange this year, you know? Like, I feel like it came really fast. We decorate the day after Thanksgiving every single year. Like, it's holiday tradition. We put our tree up and all our decorations. But I feel like those 4 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I blinked and they were gone. I don't know where they went. But it was nice. It was quiet. Usually our Christmases are quiet. We rarely ever travel for the holiday just because we want to avoid the chaos. So it really wasn't that much different for us specifically, but I just feel like the vibe around the world was a little bit weird. Like, the spirit was a little bit muted, you know? But I got 2 presents that I have been wanting. So let me tell you what I got for Christmas. And then I want to hear what you guys got too. So starting a new channel in 2021 called Nicole's Clean Kitchen, which I'm really excited about.
Yay! Go subscribe, everyone.
Yes, and after seeing your New Year's Eve snacks, I was like, yeah, I can't wait for this channel. I can't wait.
So I got a new knife set. And I can't even tell you, like, it was one of those things where if you would have used my knives, you would have been like, wait, you're going to start a cooking channel with these dull pieces of crap? And I would have been like, yeah, fight me. But I got a new knife set and they were just beautiful. Like, I want to cook all the time now because I can actually cut through meats and vegetables. So it was, Jay got them for me. And then there was a scratch in the side of it. And I was like, oh man. And like, it's kind of like a matte black, like the stand that it's in is a matte black. And I was like, this doesn't look good. Like normally I'm not like a complainer, but I emailed them just to see if they would maybe give me a discount or whatever. They sent me an entirely new set. Was like, here, we're going to send you it. So I have 2 knife sets. And it's just like, I felt bad. I was like, no, you should, like, you don't have to. And they're like, no, yeah, we want to send it to you. I was like, do you want me to send this one back? She's like, no, we don't want that to get in the hands of anybody. So styled settings, best customer service I've ever experienced in my life. Like, great.
That's so
Styled
awesome.
settings.
Styled settings. Yeah, they're on Amazon, and I think they have a website, but when I go like to shop directly on their website, it pulls me over to Amazon. So I think that their storefront is through Amazon, but they have a lot of really cute stuff. And the knife set's really nice. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I got that. And then I also got a new utensil set. So like a big slated spoon, tongs, whisk, the whole thing, which I needed because mine, like I had like all these mismatched stuff from like years ago, you know, like you move and you just keep it all. And it was just like not aesthetically pleasing. But I got a new set of that and I was really excited about that. So those are my Christmas presents that I'm excited to show everyone. And New Year's Eve, I don't know, like we didn't do much yesterday, which was New Year's Eve. We managed to stay up till midnight, which was an accomplishment because I was so tired all day. We made some appetizers and it was just me, Jay, and Mia, and we ring in New Year's Eve New York time. So Eastern time because Jay's from New York. So we celebrate that. Then we celebrate Chicago time with like my mom because she's in Arizona. So we like kind of count down twice every year. So that was fun. It was fun. And then we just went to bed. Party animals, you know?
Yeah.
I love it. Your appetizers look delicious. Tell them about what you made. I think, New Year's Eve appetizers is probably one of my favorite holiday things. It's just awesome. I love it.
Same. Well, my mom used to throw parties every single year for New Year's Eve. So she would make like meatballs and cucumber sandwiches and like pigs in a blanket, which we call them Little Smokies. Because that's actually what they're called on the package is Little Smokies.
Well, I mean,
but
the wieners are Little Smokies, but if you
wrap them,
they're no longer a Little Smoky. They're a pig in a blanket.
They're a piggy in a blanket. So I did those because like New Year's Eve just isn't New Year's Eve without pigs in a blanket to me, anyway. I did those, and then we did chicken and waffles, which was a recipe I got off of Pinterest, which was really good. Mm-hmm. And I did the chicken in the air fryer. Oh, which was another gift I got from my sister-in-law, my air fryer. I totally forgot about that. I've literally been using it every single day since I got it.
Oh yeah, I use mine every day. Well, Steve uses it every day.
Do you have the Ninja 2 basket?
No, I just have like the one basket. It was one of the treasure truck deals because living in Phoenix now, like there's this Amazon treasure truck and like they have like daily deals that they text you out in the morning. And then if you want it, you can get it, but they only have a limited amount. And that was the first time I ever did anything through treasure truck. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so then you basically just go to the location the truck is and they have like fun and games and then you get your.
Oh, cool.
But yeah.
What the heck? That's so fun.
Air fryer.
Yeah, so
perfect.
The air fryer. Oh my gosh. Well, she got us the Ninja 2 basket one, and it's just when I first saw it, I was like, okay, this is huge, but it actually fits on my counter perfectly, and it cooks a lot of food. Because then my second thing was going to be like, well, is this going to like be enough food for like the whole family? Totally is. Like I could fit like 6 chicken breasts in that thing. It's insane.
Whoa.
Yeah, Becca, highly recommend. Seriously.
I have like a tiny air fryer and I cut my chicken, like anytime I cook in it, I cut my chicken into like almost chicken nugget sizes and I put it in there and I do like 1 chicken breast at a time.
Oh,
I need to get a bigger one.
Yeah. The Ninja, I'll send you the link. But so we did the chicken and waffles, which was really, really good because I've never in my entire life had chicken and waffles. Have you guys ever had chicken and waffles?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I have never had it. So I did them like in little appetizer form, you know. And then I did pepperoni pizza roll-ups, which is so easy. It's just like Pillsbury pizza crust. You just put some marinara sauce on there, some cheese, some pepperoni, roll it up, put it in the oven. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing,
Super
simple.
bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, I mean, my holidays were pretty lame, but I was with family, so that's all that matters, you know?
Yeah.
Relaxing. How about you, Adam?
You know, my holidays were pretty chill. I'm trying to think of what I did. We just stayed home, obviously, and so it was just the two of us. Just the two of us.
Two of us.
We can make it if we try.
But yeah, it was nice. Christmas was nice. The day after Christmas, I went through one of those drive-through light displays with my friends here in town, Jessica, the Pope, and their family. And
Yeah.
we all piled into a car. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but it was also better than I was thinking it was going to be. I don't know how those two contrasting comments coincide, but it was fun. And then for New Year's, I played some games online with some friends back in Illinois, and then promptly fell asleep at 11:45 and completely missed the countdown. I had every intention to get onto my Animal Crossing island to celebrate with my friends, but I plugged my Switch in so it could charge, and then I laid on the couch and didn't get back up for another hour and a half. So, whoopsies.
Very cool.
Okay, but what did you get for Christmas?
Oh, I did not get the drone that I wanted, but that's okay.
Oh,
I did get a GoPro,
Steve. No,
a
I'm just
GoPro 9, which I'm really excited about.
I saw that. I saw
Whoa.
you messing with it on Instagram.
Just for,
Very
cool.
cool.
like cruise vlogs or whatever, can jump in the ocean with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I got a projector for like,
I saw that
so basically
too.
my front living room, because we have like the two living rooms. The front room where all my plants and stuff are, like that's where it's going to be, because it's almost like a drive-in theater in your house. It's kind of fun.
That is so cool.
And then my friend Jessica said like this summer watch Jaws outside while floating in the pool, and I was like, I don't think I can do that, but I'll watch other movies. I just don't think I can do Jaws in the pool.
Oh my gosh. You
It's like
could
watching
totally,
Twister.
oh my gosh, that sounds so dreamy to project it onto your like backyard wall
Yeah.
and swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I come over?
You
Yeah, I'll
can.
be there.
We watched Wonder Woman on Christmas night because it came out on HBO. The plot had more holes than Swiss cheese, but it was still good. I enjoy movies. I don't really care. Like, I don't care if it's like super detailed plot or whatever. I just enjoy the movies. But it was a fun movie to watch.
My girls watched it and they absolutely hated it. We wanted to watch it and they were like, no, don't waste your time. But I mean, they're 15, 13, and 11.
See, okay. I think that like somebody starts talking about a movie being bad, and then it's just like the whole world just like assumes
Right.
it's bad, and then everyone just has that same. I mean, it wasn't as good as the first Wonder Woman, but it was still good. Like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I mean, there were parts I would have changed, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What about you, Becca?
Me. Okay, so man, Christmas felt so weird. Like Nicole was saying, like it was just like a strange, like the whole holiday season has felt strange, but in a way it was good. Like it was still really sweet to like be with family and like spend time not working, because I basically took the whole week off from like my day job, and then just inadvertently took the time off with De La Plans. I haven't posted a video since like I think the Thursday before Christmas week, so it's been a bit, but I have never really, well, I have done that before, but it was always prompted. This time I just did it. I just ghosted everyone. So sorry, but also I don't feel that bad.
No.
You're totally forgiven.
So that, it was just nice to relax and not have any obligations. And I cooked an entire Christmas dinner, which
You did?
yes. Okay, Nicole, you'll be so proud because let me tell you everything I made. And most
Yes.
of these things were from scratch. Actually, I think all of them were. So I made apple pie, which I always make for the holidays. I made mashed potatoes, a Christmas ham, like a spiral ham, which that wasn't really from scratch. I just put it in the oven. And then, what else? I made whipped cream for the pie, green beans. I made my own cranberry sauce. I made
Ooh.
a lot of cookies, like chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, and sugar cookies, and the frosting for the sugar cookies. Like, I was cooking literally all day. But if you really, like, if you know me, if you follow closely, you know that I hate cooking. But I loved it that day. It was really fun.
That's so fun. Well, plus I feel like this was your first time like away from the state that you lived in your whole life, like living out of state. And you have this like big, beautiful kitchen that you put so much of your blood, sweat, and tears into already. That
For
that
real.
probably had a lot to do with like just enjoying being in the kitchen, you know?
Well, and you
Yeah.
have the open floor plan, so like you were still in with your
Right.
family, and like, you know, you weren't just like off
Yeah.
in another room.
Exactly. See, that's the thing about an open floor plan that I love. It's just you can be with people while still cooking. That's the part that I hate, is being so isolated.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
But,
just feel
yeah.
like the kitchen is always the place. Like whenever you have parties and stuff, it just feels like the kitchen is usually the place where people congregate.
It is.
So-
Yeah,
Sure.
totally. Yeah, I agree. And like when you have a little bar, like I'm so excited for like next year to just like really host. I want to host. I want people to come over. I already decided I want to go somewhere for New Year's Eve, like on a trip or something, like God willing.
Same.
But
Same.
for Christmas, I got some rain boots, like from Hunter. Do you guys know
Ooh,
the
the
company
Hunter.
Yeah.
The
What
Hunter
color?
rain boots. They're black, which is
Ooh.
perfect for me. And so that's like my big gift, like for my parents. And then, well, my Nintendo Switch, we got that a few months ago, but that was basically like, okay, this is your Christmas present, Becca. Daniel loves to do that, but it's fine. So, the Nintendo Switch was basically my Christmas present, but I got a few odds and ends. Like my sister got me some earrings, and my grandparents sent me an indoor-outdoor temperature reader, which is really nice.
Oh,
And
cool.
then, my great grandma, she and I were like basically the same size. Like she was basically my size. So all of her old coats fit me. So like over the years, I've just accumulated, I think I have like 3 or 4 of them now. And my grandma sent me another one, and it's like black faux fur. And it looks like it was
Ooh.
like made at home. You know what I mean? But it wasn't, but it looks like it. Like it's so old that it's before like crazy sewing machines. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can just tell
That's
by
so
the stitching.
cool.
So that was so cool to have like another one of her coats. So
That's so fun.
That is fun.
yeah.
So how did your family like your new abode, the De La
Yeah.
Resort?
The De La Resort. No, they were really impressed by it. My family drove from Arizona, so they were super like happy to arrive, and they loved it. Like they said it was perfect, the perfect size, like, which is like really validating, because sometimes I get like down on myself that like this is a house we bought, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you have these, it's like purchase regrets. What is that called?
Buyer's
Yeah.
remorse.
Buyer's
Buyer's remorse.
remorse. There you go. Yeah, and like it's fine. There's no need for it, and it was just nice to like hear them say like, no, it's perfect. Like this is great for you guys. So they loved it, and they brought all 3 of their dogs. So there was 5 dogs running around.
Whoa.
It was crazy, but yeah, it was good.
Did
That's
either
so fun.
did either of you have a white Christmas?
No.
No, we were supposed to, but the storm came too early on. Like it came through, it snowed a little bit, and then it snowed after Christmas. Like we had a white New Year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did too. It's not necessarily like snowy, but it's frozen. So everything looks white, which is fine with me. That's still fun.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, wait, I had to tell you guys this really funny thing. So there's this like hole in our driveway that I just hate. I've twisted my ankle in it like 4 times, and I just like curse this hole in my driveway. But filled up with water and froze, and it looks like a tiny ice rink for fairies.
Oh my god.
That sounds like your next
should go buy
TikTok
some,
video.
You should go buy some miniatures and just have like a little photo shoot out there.
I know. I was like, what can I do on TikTok? Like, I'm like, TikTok.
It's a little ice rink for fairies.
You know,
that's homophobic,
it
and I'm
would-
reporting you.
You know what? It would
I
be
wear a
you,
size
though,
13.
to
I couldn't
notice.
fit in that pond.
It would be you to notice something so simple as like a puddle frozen on the ground and make it something beautiful. the first time it snowed, I think you almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, because it was in like October, and I was like,
Yeah.
what is this? Oh my gosh, what's this?
Oh no, but I'll never
this?
forget the first time that you saw a lightning bug. Like that was
Oh, yeah.
that almost made me cry.
I know.
Seriously.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
live on a voice memo, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I visited Columbia in like July to look at the house that we bought, and I was outside at my Airbnb and I saw lightning bugs for the first time. And I was voice chatting them, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Oh my god, I think I just saw a lightning bug." What? And I had to
You
like
sent
stop.
a video.
Yeah, and then I sent a video. It was just the most exciting thing. But and then New Year's happened, and New Year's, it was literally last night. I'm gonna quickly say this because I feel like I've been talking for a very long time.
We all have. It's okay.
But last night was so anticlimactic. It's almost worse than Adam's story.
Ouch. It's almost worse, but no, it's definitely not as bad as his. Just kidding.
No, okay, so I made some hors d'oeuvres. I made this like sausage dip that I always make, and then I made brie cheese with like fig jam on it with some crescent rolls. It was so good.
Yum.
And what else? I made something. Oh, I made a cheese board. Anyway, not the point. Okay, so I had all these things. I had my dessert wine, and I was drinking wine and watching a movie, but I set it up so that the movie would be done by 11:30, but I did the time math wrong, and it was 10:30 when I started it, and I don't know why I did that. I don't know what was going on. I had some wine, I don't know. And then
Dessert wine.
yeah, I had my dessert wine with like 2% alcohol, and that was enough for me. I had a hangover this morning, just in case you were wondering. So yeah, so Daniel comes downstairs, my movie's still on, and he's like, yeah, it's almost midnight. And he like goes into the bathroom, and I look down and it's midnight. And I'm like, what the heck? Why? Like, how? This is how 2021 is gonna start. Like, my husband's on the toilet. I'm like playing Animal Crossing.
My husband's on the toilet. Yeah, he can't take that shit into the new year. Come on.
No.
No, he's gonna drop
No
that
old
off.
shit. Yeah, so that happened, and he comes out, and I'm like, well, I guess we should like kiss or something. And like, oh, it was so bad. And I was like crying. Oh, so bad. But yeah, I was like so sad I missed the countdown. That was basically the first time in my life I've missed the countdown, so it was kind of sad. But then I woke up this morning to like white everything, like it was beautiful, and I put on some makeup, I did my hair, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Now we're here. 2021. Yes.
And audience, you can't see her, but she's literally put on lotion like 4 times since we've been on this FaceTime. So I think she's trying to get used to that dry heat.
Becky is officially hydrated.
My skin is very dry. I've been noticing, like we've been running our fireplace like a lot, and it just dries out everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my face is like flaking. TMI, but I was like, Hiram, don't come for me. Okay.
All right. What are we talking about today?
Nicole, I already said what we're talking about.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Sorry.
she did.
Man.
That's totally. I'm sorry. I feel like a yacht. No. Don't worry. We're talking about our like planty intentions for 2021.
Yay.
One of you has to go because I've been talking for a long time.
Okay.
And I feel subconscious about it.
We're going to sing our way through 2021.
I just feel like every time you talk, you just always immediately feel like you've been talking forever. And I've never once
I don't feel
had
that.
that thought or felt that way about you, like ever. Nicole talks way too much, but you... No, I'm just kidding. Neither one
I
of
do
you. No,
talk
you
way
do
too
not.
much.
No, you do not.
Well, thank you.
I'm not a resolutions guy, like the New Year's resolutions, just because I would just feel guilty about shirking it 2 weeks into the year. So I just don't.
Yeah.
But I guess
I didn't think you were going to say 2 weeks into the year. I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say, I just feel bad about jerking it.
I said shirking. Shirk.
Shh. First episode's got to be labeled explicit, I see.
Genuinely thought you said, I'd feel bad just jerking it. Oh my God, is this like a new phrase? Did Adam just let us know, like, self-pleasure is number one this year?
Oh my gosh, I have tears. I have tears streaming down my face. All right.
Okay, you said shirking it with a SH.
Shirking it.
Shirk, yes.
I've never heard that before. My apologies. I'm excited to listen to this episode.
Okay, planty intentions. I think that I don't know. I think that my intentions this year personally are just to be content and not like having to search for the next new plant or the next popular plant or the next I don't know, plant, but like just to be content and grow out the ones that I have and enjoy those and keep them happy and healthy. I don't know. Is that the kind of intentions we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I still go through those periods with plants and like my plant collection where sometimes like I just don't even like acknowledge them for like a week just because life gets you down or something happens and maybe your mood's just not in the right spot. And so I get overwhelmed sometimes with the amount of plants that I have in those moments. And I just want to, I don't know, I think getting new plants, I don't really know how to say it, but having those moments where you feel overwhelmed and then also trying to get new plants at the same time, it's just like those two things don't really go together to me. So I'm trying to figure out a good balance there as far as like being content and managing what I have and caring for what I have and caring for my own mental health, but just like keeping it manageable. That's just what I want for 2021 for myself.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, with the LECA, it's easier to manage in those moments where I have like the issues of like not wanting to do anything with my plants for a week, but what are you going to
Yeah,
do?
I feel you on that. Are you done?
I guess so. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't mean it like that.
I know you
Take
didn't.
that out.
I know you didn't.
Okay, my turn.
Oh God. Okay, I just was making sure before I started talking.
No, I know.
Okay. Well, I think I share some of your intentions. I definitely I feel like I am content with a lot of my plant collection, but there are those times where I feel a little overwhelmed with it too. But I am noticing that ever since I got my grow lights, like game changer with these grow lights, I will scream it from the rooftops for forever. They're getting huge. Like I've never experienced plant growth in the winter like I have this year. So I think one of my intentions, like a huge one for me this year, is to chop and propagate like some of my more quote unquote rarer plants or harder to find plants that people that might just be starting a plant collection, you know, maybe seeking out that just like can't afford them, or just, you know, I don't know, just don't want to dump that much money into that plant because they're newer into plants, and like share them, because that's what happened to me in 2020. Like so many people, including you guys, shared these more uncommon plants with me. And like the feeling that I got, like when I got them, I was like, oh, like, let's see if I could keep this alive, you know. It was just so good. And it was so nice. Like specifically my Thai constellation brought me so much joy, and it's now 4 leaves. And I'm propagating a piece of it, so I'm really excited about it. But I just want to like share plants this year more. I feel like I didn't get to do that a lot in 2020. So I want to like chop, prop, and share more plants this year. Yeah.
Are you done?
I'm done.
No, I think the sharing, like I've always been on the share train as far as like, I don't know. I mean, you guys know, because I'm fine with like, oh, I'll cut this and give it to you, just
You're
because
constantly sharing plants.
I just
constantly.
like, if I've cared for something and made it grow, like, and my friend wants that, then like, yes, I would love to just gift that, because, you know, like I've said before, and like you guys have said before, then it's a plant with a story. Like, oh, I got this from Adam, or I got this from Becca, or I got this from Nicole. Like, it means more than just being like, oh, I found this on a Facebook marketplace. Like, yeah, I love any plants that I get, but when they come from someone who I care about and their collection or that kind of situation, I think it means a little more to me. And then also you're helping out people, because you're not trying to get the most money as you can from it. You're gifting a plant, and I think that's special.
Yeah, and definitely like sharing that thought of plants coming from friends, because I know every single plant that you guys have given me, and I'm like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel like I put way more attention on those plants than I do plants I buy from like my local plant nursery or Home Depot, you know, like, because I'm like, oh, I could just get those again, you know, they'll have them, they'll restock. But I can't get a cutting off of Adam's Hope About a Splash anytime, you know, so
That's really sweet.
yeah, that's definitely one of my, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, so I've already started chopping and propping, so we'll see. It's cold now, though. I ain't sending any plants in the mail right now. It's so cold.
It is. I really want to do some chopping and propping, but I did a little bit of it, and the plants that I did it to are they're not doing well. So
Really?
I think it might be just like a combination of moving and also winter. I don't know. I've never had issues like this before, so I feel like it has to do with the moving and the weather, because those are the only things that changed.
New climate, yeah.
Yeah, but I chopped and propped my Philodendron varicosum, and it's not doing well at all.
It's not.
I'm
Are you
kind of
using
scared.
water?
It was in water, and it was going downhill, so I put it in spag. We'll see. I have had better luck with spag lately.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I haven't checked on the plant specifically yet, but yeah, it's not. And that's a plant that I'm like, God, it would really suck to kill that, because number one, I got it from a friend, and number two, they're so expensive. Like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
If I was to rebuy that plant, it would be ridiculous.
So do you put them, when you do that, do you put them in like a humidity box, or do you just kind of have them on the shelf?
See, okay, I had them in my greenhouse, but for some reason here, my greenhouse does not hold humidity at all. Like, it'll be at, I mean, it's like a little bit more. Like, my house sits at like 20% humidity right now, which is so bad. But in the summer, we had, like, when we came here in the fall, we had to have a dehumidifier because it would get up to like 70% humidity in the house. So I'm confident that we'll be okay later. But
Oh, yeah, you will.
yeah. But with the greenhouse, it'll get to like 40% humidity, which is definitely better than the surrounding. But so I guess it usually sits at like 20% higher than the rest of my house, because at my old house it was like 60 to 70% humidity in there, and my house was like 40% humidity all the time. Anyway, not the point. So I put a bunch of stuff in there thinking that the humidity would rise, and I put like a carpet underneath it to hold the moisture as well, and it just is not working. So I decided 100% I'm going to get an IKEA greenhouse cabinet and convert it.
Yes.
Well, it's called, what is it actually? It's not called a greenhouse cabinet, but everyone knows what I'm talking about.
I think it's Milsbo.
Yeah,
Expo?
Millsbo, yeah. So supposedly they're going to be back in stock like this week. That's what IKEA is saying online. So once that happens, I'm going to get it and like convert it and do the whole project, because I'm with Adam on like wanting to really like cultivate and like treat my current plants really well. Because I mean, last year I slowed down the plant buying a lot, but I feel like my plants just like really need some TLC, and I want to give them that because I have not felt up for it. And so I want to really work on that and like get some heating mats and get some grow lights so that I don't lose more plants because we're struggling a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist on any of this, but like my plants don't seem to go dormant here. I think my alocasias maybe have went dormant, but like since there's still quite a bit of light here in Arizona. And so maybe you've just like, well, you've never dealt with that because you don't get, you know, maybe, I mean, how many hours of sunlight are you seeing a day? Like 8 to 10, if even?
If that.
Yeah, it's bright from like 9 o'clock to 4 usually. So that's not, is that even 8 hours? I don't even think that's 8 hours. 7 hours?
That's 7, yeah.
So, and this week, no sunlight at all. It's cloudy all week. Like, I'm like, I need the lamp.
Give me the lamp.
Yes.
Give me that vitamin D. But yeah, so like I think that maybe your plants are just like in their little dormancy period, and it's because like, okay, so the reason I'm saying that is because my Billietiae, the Philodendron Billietiae, is putting out another new leaf. And this is like the third new leaf in like the last 2 months. And I'm happy about it. I'm really jazzed about it. But I was like, aren't plants supposed to kind of slow down in the winter? But it just doesn't seem like, in Arizona, it just doesn't seem like I'm having to stress about that.
Ooh, good for you.
New year, new leaf.
Yeah, that's definitely was my experience. Like, I would always say that in my videos because people would ask, like, do you not propagate in the winter? Do you not repot in the winter? And I was always like, no, I do whatever the fuck I want in the winter. I think that's going to be different here for sure. So that's a learning experience for me. Like, yeah, I really want to prop my elbow, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I feel like last winter I wouldn't have dared to do it either, just because I didn't have the grow lights. I didn't have a humidifier last winter. I got both of them this year. So it like I have most of my plants in my kitchen, and I have 2 humidifiers going, and underneath the lights, like they give off a little bit of heat, and I have my lights going. I probably shut them off for maybe 2 hours a day. That's it. Like they're going for like a good 22 hours. And it's at like 60% in my kitchen area. Plus, like I cook in there, so I feel like that gives off some warmth too, but also wouldn't like add to the humidity, I don't think. But yeah, it's very hard in the winter, very hard, because it's just so dry and cold.
It's a new experience.
I know. Well, you're used to the dry, but like the cold has a whole new effect. Like it's hard. It is hard.
Yeah, and like the cold windows, that's hard. A lot of my ficus are like kind of biting the dust, which I'm not necessarily sad about. My fiddly fig is fine, but my other ficus are all like, what's going on? And I'm kind of like, if you pull through, you pull through. If not, that's okay. I don't know. I've always felt that way about those ficus. I kind of just am very reckless with them.
We'll never forget the video with the Altissima, and you're like, I love all my plants except that one. I really don't like that one. Just like it's always in the background of your video, and you were so mean to it.
Yeah, so my like main plant intention this year is to just like make spas for my plants, just spa day every day. You know, I just really want to like, sounds like so cheesy, but I really just want to like thank them for like everything. Why am I getting emotional? This is such a weird thing to get emotional about, but they really made 2020 like more bearable. Like there was a few things that helped, like my dog, my plants, like I don't know. And I just want to make sure that I'm appreciating them and like giving them the care that they deserve, because they're awesome, and I want to keep my plants, So 2020 was hard to want to take care of them, and a lot of them just like were so badly neglected. And so this year I just want to make sure that I'm taking good care of them.
I love that because I think there's moments, well, I know there's moments with like my collection where something happens. Like, okay, so like the spider mite situation that I had, I was on a lot of Hoya. I still don't know if they were spider mites. They were bright orange underneath like my flashlight, but they were so microscopic that even my macro lens could barely pick them up, but I could see them. And they were mostly on the stems of the plants. They weren't on like the leaves, and there was 0 webs, but whatever bug this was. So one of the main plants of mine that was like infested with it was my Hoya pubicalyx, my Royal Hawaiian Purple. And I was just like, for the longest time, I brought it into my shower. I sprayed it down with all the other plants. And then that one just kind of stayed in the bathroom, and I've just like kind of ignored it. And then I started feeling really guilty because that was one of my first like unboxings on YouTube, that plant. And then it's grown so much. And then there was a moment where I was like, this plant has given you like all you wanted. And this is me talking to myself. And I was like, just like quit being an asshole and like be nicer to it, because I don't know. So I kind of love that of when you said that you want to give them the spa day and that they've helped you, because I think that all of us can relate to our plants like being therapeutic or helping us through this year, because it was something to focus on other than all of the not great stuff that happened. And I just love that intention so much.
That could be our next collab video, Plant Spa Day.
Ooh, Plant Spa Day. Nice plug, Nicole.
By the way, we're on YouTube. Go check us out at Pot It Together.
Pot It Together.
Go check us
I
out
still
at
need to
Podcast.
film that. We have a YouTube channel, and we basically, it's just us collabing on the YouTube channel all the time. It's super fun. We try to put out, I guess, like one video a month. What do you think?
Yeah.
Usually. And it'll usually correspond. So we are planning a plant chores video, all 3 of us, which will probably not, it won't be out this week, maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, so do you guys, well, let me think if there's anything else regarding plants. I guess that's really it. That really encompasses a lot of things for me. But is there anything that I wanted to know, like what your guys' goals are, or like your hopes for your channel? Like some of us have 2, but like our Instagrams, like what is the direction that you want to go in? Like, have you guys thought about it?
I guess for me, YouTube has always been, it's been such a creative outlet that I've just loved doing. But it's never been one of those things that I was like, I'm going to do this because I can make money and I can, whatever. Because to be honest, when I started YouTube, I didn't really even realize you could make money. Like, I didn't even think that personally me, and while I say this, I don't make a lot of money on YouTube, but I just never thought, like, I thought you had to get millions of views and all that stuff to make any income. So it was never a money-making thing for me. It was an outlet for me to create, because that's what I enjoy doing. And I think the creating part is more of like the behind the scenes of the editing and the filming, and not so much the actual video. I don't know. Like the videos I love doing, but I've never been consistent with it, because it's always just like, well, if I think of something and I film it and I like it, then I'll put it out. But it's never been like a weekly schedule, which I don't even want to say that I want to get onto a weekly schedule or a more consistent schedule, because it just scares me to like commit. But I do want to, I want to stop stopping myself from doing videos, because a lot of the times I just get in my own way. I get in my own way of like, well, this has already been done, that kind of situation, or like nobody cares about this. And I think 2020 has showed me that, like, we did that huge collab with Nicole on her channel where we all talked about lessons in 2020, and seeing the comments on that video of people being like, you guys helped me get through this year. Not just us 3 in particular, but just plant YouTube, plant videos in general. And I was like, okay, well, damn it, Adam, stop thinking that like your videos have to be this huge thing, when it could just literally be you sitting there talking and someone's going to enjoy it, possibly. So like, I don't know. That's a little bit of me getting out of my own way, because if I can put something out there and it brightens somebody's day, then that's all I care about. Like, I don't care about any of the other stuff. Like, if one person was just like, okay, I needed that video today and I needed to like have a little chuckle today because life's felt like shit, then that makes it all worth it. So I think, I don't know, just focusing on consistency and just like doing stuff to do stuff and not having qualms about it or getting in my own way. And then Instagram, I just posted that photo today, but I want to be more like present on my grid because I'm in stories on Instagram, which is what I love watching. So like I focus most of my energy on stories, and they're not even like they're not even fun. Well, they're not anything special. It's just like day-to-day life. But you know, I looked at my grid and it's just like a whole bunch of my wrist holding up a plant. And I was like, okay, well, like I love these photos of these plants because like they're my plants and I adore them.
And they're beautiful pictures.
I want to be more.
Sorry.
I mean, and the thing is, literally that day I pick up a plant and I use my phone and I just take a photo. Like I don't plan anything. But I want to be better at that because I don't know. I want to show my face on there. I want people, because I think people feel more connected when they actually see the person behind the account. Because I don't know how many people watch stories. Like I said, I love them. I am a story watcher, but so yeah, that's just my thoughts on my channel stuff. I don't know.
Your socials.
I
thought about it. I've been thinking about it for like the past couple of weeks actually, and I feel that 2020 I was pretty consistent with 2020 with posting, like trying to post twice a week, but I did get off schedule. I like to try to post on YouTube Monday and Wednesday at the same time every day. And I don't know, you know, 2020 we can go on and on about how it affected us all in different ways, but it really did. Like, I think this is the first year I actually experienced some type of depression, some type of anxiety, and it really got in the way. Like, even though I had all this time on my hands in 2020, like I didn't all the time on my hands. I probably could have put out a video every day if I wanted to, you know, but I just couldn't get the motivation to film or to edit. It just felt like this overwhelming task all of a sudden. So I feel like with the new year and like hope with everything going into the new year, I'm definitely motivated. Like, I'm excited. I feel like I'm ready to start planning out my videos. I try to keep a list like with ideas so that when I wake up on filming day, which I like to try to film either on Tuesdays or Thursdays, I can just pick a video or two and they're already there. I don't have to think about it. And I could be like, oh yeah, I'll do that. So I really want to try to maintain a long list of videos, and I want to try to get a little bit more educational. And I think I said this last year in like what I want to do in 2020, but I can say it again this year. I definitely want to bring more education to my channel and have like take it back to basics, you know, like talk more about common plants and more about beginning your plant journey and like the stuff that I searched when I first got into plants. I think that people, like, there could be so many people out there that do the same video, but people are looking for that when they're starting their collection. And so many people got into plants in 2020 that I think that it's just very relevant, and I have some type of knowledge to bring to the table on that. So that's my plan for my YouTube channel. And then I'm starting my cooking channel probably sometime in the spring. I'm not sure yet. More to come on that. No pressure on myself. But I have some ideas. I have a list of like stuff I want to do already. And like series. I think I'm going to do more series on that channel. So that'll be fun. And then Instagram, I think I need to just get better at posting pictures in my feed because like you, Adam, I'm a story person. Like I could probably have 50 stories in my Instagram a day because I love watching them so much. And they're just so easy, like to pick up your phone and just to be real and like, you know, film what you're doing. But I don't post a lot of pictures in my feed. So I want to kind of plan that out and get a little bit better at that.
I have this big goal. Well, there's YouTube, and in the last half of this year, I really gave myself the space to get off my upload schedule if I really needed it, and it honestly helped me a lot to just like let go because up until this point, I've been a very consistent Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday uploader. And it was just beginning to be a lot because, well, the pandy.
Yeah.
And I was really, really lucky to, my job was not affected, but I still had all the emotional burdens and I still had to work, which just seems like such a silly thing to complain about. I feel very lucky that I was in the situation that I was in, but it was still very overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
So it was actually a good thing that I finally let myself just calm down. And this year I want to continue with that, like continue just giving myself grace, but also really push myself to like pre-record a few videos at a time like I used to, just like get back into the swing of doing that. It just really helps. It really helps me be consistent. But and mostly that is because I have a goal, and I don't know if I've even shared this with you guys yet, but you know, I'm setting a big goal here. I don't know if it'll actually happen, but it's fun. I have a goal to be completely self-employed in a year. So
Nice.
yeah,
That is so exciting.
I don't know how that's going to go, but between YouTube and partnerships and my book and the soil, I feel like it might be possible. So I'm just really keeping my hopes high for that and going to like work hard to do that because I really would like that freedom to be able to do other things that I like as well. Like explore a different career path, but I feel like I need like that. I feel like I need the freedom that comes with being self-employed to be able to do that. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And so full-time content creator would be really fun. I feel like
That sounds great.
I'm like a quarter of the way there financially. So have some work to do, but that's a big goal of mine. And yeah. And then Instagram, I am with Adam. I want to keep showing my face. Like all of us want to post more to our feeds. I want to show my face more because this year I did not take pictures of myself, which seems like such a silly thing to say, but like I really did not take that many photos. Like I don't have photos of myself from this year really that are like good photos, not pictures of me on like slumped over on the couch. You know what I mean? And like I just feel like I'm like out of my groove. And TikTok made me realize this because I was like, how, you know those challenges where they like post all these photos of themselves? Not that I want to do that, but I was just like, how do they have so many photos of themselves? And at first I was like, is that like narcissistic? And then I was like, no, they just like are confident. They just like the way they look. So anyway, one of my goals is to take more photos of myself.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, when I see people like, I don't even want to say like influencers, just people who take photos for their own Instagrams and like have this vibe and this aesthetic. And I'm like, the thought of like doing that out in public gives me so much anxiety. I'm like, I don't know how that person can like do that and not be like anxious about it. And then I think to myself, like the same thing about that coming out video of like, why should I give a shit what someone down the street who's watching me do this thinks? Because I probably don't know that person, nor will I meet them. So like, why am I valuing that over like what I want to do in this moment?
Right.
You know, I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it does. And it might sound silly, but it's hard. Like when you're in that moment, like I experience anxiety going in to a store. Like if I'm vlogging with a camera still 2 years in, it's like I still get nervous. Like someone's going to kick me out. It's like, what's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to tell me to put my camera away, you know? So it's, I don't know. I totally get that. But it is like when you're in that moment, you're like, ooh, what are they going to think, you know?
Yeah. One of my like life quotes is, fuck it, you're never going to see them again. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh
Like-
man, yeah.
You likely won't. And if you do, they're not going to remember. You're not going to, what just happened?
My Cadbury eggs fell down, but I thought something was moving in the closet.
You jumped. Your hair moved.
Yeah, your hair flopped.
Because
That was
it
funny.
sounded like there was an animal or something in here, and it scared me.
That's funny. Adam got some Cadbury eggs because apparently the Easter decorations are already out on January 1st.
Look,
Insane.
nothing
We're
would
just ready to move along.
ever would stop me from eating these because these are my favorite Easter treats. And I'm so mad that Europe just gets Cadbury whenever they feel like it. We only get them at Easter.
I know. It's truly a
know.
shame.
Wait, so do you like the really big ones filled with
No.
caramel or filled with like the
No.
Oh, those are my
I only like the mini eggs that are like milk chocolate with a shell. Because I like
Okay.
to suck on them until the shell disintegrates and then I chew the chocolate. It's my favorite.
Okay. So I like those the like original Cadbury's.
Disgusting.
Like the so good. So good. Like loaded with sugar. Like I instantly get a headache after eating one, but you can't tell me not to. And the caramel ones are so good.
Nope. Too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I'm glad that I know your guys' Cadbury egg routines.
Yeah, Becca's like, okay, guys, let's moving on.
No, back to me. So yeah, I need to take pictures of myself.
It's hard to take pictures of yourself. You know, we kind of talked
That's
about
so
that.
hard.
Like, it's not, I don't know. Some of my plants are like bigger. And so, like, the whole hand holding the plant behind the colored light is just not going to work for
work.
some of them. But then it's really difficult for me to like take a staged photo. Like, I think both of you guys have an aesthetic that's beautiful. And I just don't think I could ever replicate that personally. And I see all these other Instagram accounts that are like taking photos of like their plant walls. And I'm like, mine looks
Well, let me
so
just
bad.
stop you right there because did you see your top 9 favorite most liked pictures? You're in most of them. So people want to see you and
but
you have
I'm
a
like
nice aesthetic.
naked, so
More of that. Woo!
no. Two of them I was naked.
Wait, there was 2.
I
that you
didn't
were
even
naked?
notice that.
Well, the other one I was in bed with my monstera. That was my.
Becca goes to Instagram.
I'm like,
Well, I didn't post it on
not
my
dude
feed.
naked. Oh, I do remember
Everyone
that
listening goes to Instagram.
But yeah, I don't know. Like
I get
think
that
like
though.
seeing the person, you know, like we got into this for community and we found it. But seeing the person, I think, means more to me and to others. Like, you know, if someone follows me and I click on the account, I'm like, oh, these are a lot of beautiful plants, but I don't know who that person is. And if they don't have a picture of themselves, I'm kind of just like, well, I don't know. This feels weird. So then I just don't interact because it's just like, well, who is this, you know, kind of thing.
I think also that like not to like talk about influencers or like sound influency or anything, but I think as our channels grow and as we all get bigger, I think subconsciously we're worried about how people perceive us and like our lives and like, you know, or at least I'm not going to speak for you guys. That's how I feel. I feel like, oh my God, there's 1,000 new people on my Instagram page that have not been here or seen my journey the past couple of years. Let me make a good first impression. I don't know. Like that comes to my mind quite often. And I feel like it's the same thing with YouTube. Like when I'm recording a new YouTube video, I feel like every time I press record, like I'm talking to a huge new audience, you know? So I think that has something to do with it too, like in our hesitation to show more of our faces.
Yeah, definitely. Gosh, I think, I don't know, not to bring up TikTok again, but there's like a lot of TikTok like photographers who will share like self-portrait stuff. And I'm just like, I just want to do that. I just want to try harder. But it is so awkward. Every time I try to take a picture, most notably World Naked Gardening Day last year.
Oh, which, by the way, it was fire. It was fire because I got the privilege of seeing it.
Yeah, Adam like tried to help me with that picture. It never saw the light of day. But
Aww.
no, just stuff like that, like fun stuff. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I can't take a picture of myself. So just need to get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have some self-conscious stuff to work through personally. But yeah, I mean, I'm a photographer and I don't take pictures of my, like ever. Like I'll never grab my professional camera out and like set it up and take a picture of myself. And Jay's really good at like doing that. Like he'll be like, let's take the camera out. Like he's better than I am with that. But I'm like, iPhone selfie, you know?
Yeah.
And it's different though, like when I'm with you two or I'm with friends, like I want to take a pic. I want to get like the memory capture.
Yeah.
But like by yourself, it just feels kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Taco.
Yeah. And like I love when other people do it though. So I don't know why I feel this way. Cause like
Me too.
I love seeing people like, and like, especially people who are not like quote unquote influencers. Like you said, Adam, they just like take pictures to take pictures. I love that. I think it's awesome. I love seeing those pictures because it's like such a creative thing to do. Yeah. We all need to set up self-timer. We should do a video where we we have a photo shoot. Solo photo shoot.
Speaking of photo shoots, we need to take more pictures of us together because the Potted Together family isn't going to get very many pictures this season of us three because we haven't seen each other in so long.
Yeah, it's been almost a year.
It's been a long time. It's been almost a year. Yeah.
It was like last March.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Yeah, so maybe we could record our self-timer photography.
Photoshop us all together.
Be pretty simple. You know Photoshop, Nicole. Like,
yeah.
wait, okay, Nicole, have you ever had to Photoshop someone out of a wedding photo?
Oh, I've been asked to do that plenty of times, but I've always said, fuck no.
Really?
I'm not doing that. It's not an easy thing to do unless you're all separated, not together on a white backdrop. You're not getting that person out of the photo cleanly. You know, it's going to look like crap.
I heard somewhere that photographers will put like the girlfriend or someone who like might not be there forever or whatever at the
How
end
I Met Your
of the
Mother.
pictures.
Who's that bitch?
Yes.
Who's that?
I love that show. Is that true? Do you do that so that it could easily be cropped if needed?
Well, I always just kind of ask the couple, like, pay attention to your family photos because this is your wedding. So make sure you know the groupings you want because I don't know who these people are or how significant they are to be in family photos. So you do that work and you just let me know who's going to be in the picture and like then I group them together. But if there are awkward times, especially where like parents are divorced and they don't want to be in the same photo, or like brother of the bride has a girlfriend he just met a few weeks ago and she's like standing next to me and waiting for me to call her in, and it's like, yeah, no, honey, you're gonna stay here, you know.
That's so awkward.
Yeah, it's been some awkward stuff.
Yeah, I'll say. All right, well, I think we've exhausted.
How long have we been recording?
Over an
hour.
Ooh,
I think we've really
success on the first epi.
Yeah, we've really exhausted the topic. We've chatted it up.
We have. Well, it is so good to be back in the swing of things.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back in the closet looking at your two beautiful faces because honestly, like we all kind of just took a break from life for a while, even though we've still chatted periodically, but it's just nice to sit down and have these moments. So yay for season 2,
sure.
Yay for 2021.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. 2021, please be good. Have you guys seen that TikTok?
It's the
woman.
I'm not on TikTok.
It's the woman where she's like, I've been hearing people saying 2021 is going to be our year. No, we're walking in quietly. We're not touching anything.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't touch nothing. That's basically what it was. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. We really appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind leaving a review if you're a new listener, that really helps us get into the right ears. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see our faces. And follow us on Instagram. We've got lots of action items for you. But if you want more Potted Together, there are many ways to get it. So thank you guys so much.
And audience, we want to hear your intentions with your plant collection or whatever you have going on, whatever hobbies you have going on in life. Tell us over on Instagram on today's post, like what your intentions are for 2021 going forward.
Yeah, let us know. We want to know. We want to chat with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we do this.
Yeah, it is motivating to hear what other people are putting forth intentions for. I mean, that's really what got me to even think about it, because I was like, I'm not doing this year. But it was helpful to hear other people. So we'll share on our stories. Nicole will share on our stories. As she does, our Instagram queen.
Yes.
But all right, guys, thank you so much for listening. We will talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Gear Patrol calls their new dive watch the best sub-$500 dive watch. Full stop. Men's Health rated them as the most stylish solar watch in the game. Who are we talking about? It's Movement. They're leveling up your gift giving with the sleekest watches you can buy and the biggest deals of the season. From their innovative ceramic materials to sexy automatic divers, from ultra-thin dress watches to solar-powered statement pieces, and everything in between, Movement is making sure you're the good gifter this year, for your family, your friends, or for yourself. And now you can take advantage of 30 to 50% off Movement's California clean watches, jewelry, and accessories to get them a gift they'll never forget. With fast, free shipping and returns and amazing bang for your buck, Movement makes for a relaxed shopping experience. And with one-size-fits-all watches, it's an easy, elegant gifting experience too. Shop 30 to 50% off now at MVMT.com. That's MVMT.com.